already know just where I be, dog. I ain't being cocky, but Philly what I'm reppin'. Watch me check it like it's hockey. I ain't tryna get it twisted. If you get it, then you got me. If you with it, cool. If not, I'll treat you like a Tamagotchi. I'ma let you down point. Yeah, I never disappoint.
What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to some Fortnite squads. This time, unfortunately, I'm not with my Ben and my brother Chris. But this time we're playing with a couple, well, I should say one of my friends and one of her friends in the gameplay. I've never played with either of these two people before. And let's just say I think it was like the second or third game or something like that. We end up doing pretty darn well. But anyway, guys, ignore my horrible shots on this guy. But today, I wanted to talk about the most recent, I guess, competitive Fortnite event that just happened. And you may be wondering, you know, competitive Fortnite, that's not a thing. Well, I'm going to call it competitive, even though it's probably not really. But there was a Ninja event. And if you don't know who Ninja is, then let's just say, where have you been the past year, or even like 6 months or so? He's basically the top streamer on Twitch. His YouTube's blown up. He's kind of everywhere. He's been on the news a bunch of times and doing a lot of good things, especially in the Fortnite community. And you know, his Twitch streams are just incredible. He had a competitive, I guess I'll call it, Fortnite event where I don't remember exactly how many people were out there, but I think it was about like 75 people per game. You know, a lot of people that were able to buy passes and, you know, play in this thing. There was 3 heats of 3 games each, so 9 games total. And everyone was like, oh, Ninja's, you know, the best in the game. Like, he's never going to lose. Well, it turns out that there is a lot of good players out there, not just Ninja. Don't know how this night misses, by the way, upcoming here, but Ninja, very good player in his own right, but he was only able to win 1 out of the 9 games. 1. And I believe he finished second twice, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe, definitely once. I don't know if it was twice or not. But still, it was an incredible event. He was all in, except for, I think he was in the top 10 all but 2 games. Which is, you know, bound to happen, obviously, you know, with the randomness to the game, the random loot spawns and the random, you know, circle and where the, you know, circle's going to end up and, you know, all of that good stuff. But, you know, it was an incredible event, and that's what we're here to talk about today, because I guess this was kind of our first real look at competitive Fortnite. And this time it was all solos. There was no squads. It wasn't duos or anything. So obviously that would change it a bit, you know, as well. But for the most part, really good people won each time. Except for, I think, like 1 or 2 of them where a kid just came in and like cleaned up 2 kills and won. But I don't know. It was super interesting to watch. Even though I wanted Ninja to win every single game. Like, that's no question. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of him. But even seeing some of these other guys win and the intense battles that went down were just incredible. I mean, you watch top tier Fortnite players and they're very good. Obviously, they build very quickly. They snap on the players. They're very good with weapons. They have very good accuracy. And then they add in the building aspect to the game. And it's a completely new game. It's like, if you can build well and, you know, outmaneuver and reset the fight, as a lot of people will call it, then that's pretty incredible. I mean, I'm obviously on console, so I'm a little bit limited to what, you know, how fast I can go with certain things. But it's like, still, the first look at competitive Fortnite was pretty interesting. Now, the one thing I was saying was there was like squads, like if it was like scrims or if it was just kind of like a fun 4v4 like tester games type thing, like competitively. But all it was just like, as soon as 2 teams saw each other, it would just be a huge build battle. And although that is interesting to watch because, you know, whoever can outbuild each other is usually like a good fight, it wasn't really that entertaining to watch because you see just a random field all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden you see a massive building with 4 very, very skilled builders, you know, just building up, trying to outmaneuver, get on top, you know, out advantage, you know, reset the fight. You know, it was, I mean, it was incredible to watch, don't get me wrong. Like, you could make a huge structure in a matter of 30 seconds with 4 people building, all very skilled builders. It was pretty incredible to watch. I will give it that. However, this event, like I said, was solos, and there was, I think, 7 different winners, because I think only one guy won twice, and obviously Ninja won once. So 8 different winners? No, 7 different winners. And also in this event, I should have mentioned probably to begin with, but there was bounties on Ninja's head every game. $2,500 if you kill Ninja. Like, just for playing Fortnite and killing one player, like one specific player. Like, that's incredible. So the first guy, his name was Blind, I think. I've never heard of pretty much any of the players other than Ninja, obviously, and then there was TSM Myth playing and a bunch of other like pro players for Battle Royale teams and whatever. But this guy comes out, kills Ninja, and wins the game. So if you win a game, you get $2,500. If you kill Ninja, you get $2,500. So in total, this kid won $5,000. Oh, okay. Second game. I don't think he killed Ninja, but he comes out and wins the game. So he gets another $2,500. So this guy's got $7,500, $7,500 just for coming to play in this, Fortnite event. So if he was a local person, didn't have to drive or spend really any money to get there other than buying a ticket to get in, then you walk out there with a pretty nice payday for only playing, a couple games. Overall, he ends up winning the first game of the second heat, which was the fourth game overall, which was super entertaining to watch. Came down to a very, very close play in the end where another guy had rockets and, Ninja had a shotgun out, and it was just super intense. So I will recommend that if you guys did not watch this event, which there was another thing is like they had 675,000 viewers at its peak. Like, that's incredible. 675,000 people watching this event. And they had two streams going. They were streaming on Ninja's stream, which was his point of view throughout the entire gaming session. And they also had, I think it was on like an observer feed or something. Or maybe they were just dual streaming to both channels. I don't really know. But it was incredible to watch. I will give them that. They did amazing. The production staff, the interviewers, the players, obviously Ninja being the main person for this event. Everything was just so incredibly done. And it makes me think, like, if this is going to be the future of esports, I'm real excited. Because if you don't know, it was held at the esports arena in Las Vegas, which I don't know how many people can actually fit in there, but that place was packed. I mean, not only with all the players and, all the interviewers and production staff, but all of the fans that came out to watch. There was tons of them in there. Plus, with all the people watching online on both streams, it was just an incredible, incredible event. So props to everyone that did that. And obviously, being a fan of Ninja, I wanted to be there. But also, Seattle was going on, so I was trying to keep in touch with that as well. So super fun weekend, watching Ninja stream, watching CWL Seattle, even though Opti didn't do that great. But the Fortnite event was absolutely incredible. Props to everyone that did that. But I guess that's all I really wanted to talk about for that purposes. Obviously, I should have mentioned there was a whole charity part behind the event. So if Ninja were to win a game, his money essentially would go to a charity. It was the Alzheimer's Association or whatever it's called. I think it was, Alzheimer's something or other association charity. Something or other was the charity that a lot of money went to. But he said, it was a huge event obviously for charity, but he wanted to win a bunch of games, but he was like, if I don't win, then what happens? And he's like, I'll probably make a donation anyway. But obviously he won a game, so that's super exciting. 1 out of 9 isn't bad. At that type of stage, I don't think I could do that. 1 out of 9, especially with, even if I had a bunch of players my skill level, I think it'd be a good game. But you know what? Props to everyone all around. It was a great event, great weekend, and it was really fun to watch. But let's get right into the gameplay here, even though we come in late. So I did cut a lot of this gameplay out, and that's something I usually don't do in Fortnite because I'm usually following people or keeping track or whatever the case is. However, in this one, it was basically running Simulator 2.0, and not a lot happened. Every cut, there was one at like 3 minutes, like one at like 3.5 minutes, one at 4 minutes, one at like 5 minutes or so. And then there wasn't anything for like the last like 7 minutes or whatever it was. And I hated to cut this because it was a really good game. We have a lot of kills, but all the kills came like in what's the right word? I guess right, like back to back. So we'd kill a squad. You know, that's like 3 or 4 kills. That's maybe 2 for me, 2 for the other guy I'm playing with, or something like that. So we just rack up every time we meet squads, and that wasn't too often because obviously squads play a little bit more defensive, I would think, than duos. This game was super fun to watch. A couple of bugs happen in this gameplay you probably don't even recognize. But I'm able to not build at a certain point, and then my gun locks up, and then somehow I don't hit a snipe, you know, and I think it's upcoming here somewhere. But, you know, my teammate ends up going down, and this guy's going to start firing from behind us, but I'm able to get the revive on this guy. I have a chug jug for him, so obviously, if you see in the bottom left-hand corner, you see my name and this other guy's name pop up a bunch. That's because we're in party chat, and for whatever reason, it didn't record it, like on my Elgato, so I don't really know if I didn't have the right setting on or what. But if I'm playing with like Ben or my brother Chris or anyone, then usually I'll be using, you know, Skype, and I'll be using the sound capture thing, and you know, it's, you know, kind of easy if I remember to put it on correctly. But for whatever reason, the party just didn't seem to record. So, you know, I didn't get the, you know, the voiceover, you know, from the actual game. But this is where it all kind of wraps up, guys. You know, we're in the final fight. We end up building up on this guy and, you know, just kind of firing him down, you know, just kind of trapping him, and we end up winning the game. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.
On my body so I can take you wherever, like I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body, I can look